Hey everyone, welcome back to Awesome Tech. In today's video, we're going to be showing you the best and most useful tech gadgets introduced at CES 2023, like the new BMW color-changing car, LG wireless 4K TV, Lenovo Book 9i, and lots of other tech gadgets. So let's get started. Best TV innovation, LG M3. LG's OLED TVs this year are mostly subtle upgrades of last year's models, but with one new model that delivered something we've never seen before. Wireless 4Kelvin 120Hz video transmission, meaning that you don't need to plug anything except power into the TV itself. This not only gives you more design and positioning freedom with the TV, but is also, and we cannot stress this enough, extremely cool. Using an external Zero Connect box that has connections such as HDMI ports, the M3 uses some unique technology that LG has developed especially for the purpose. And when we went eyes-on with the LG M3, we couldn't see any drop in quality from the video being wirelessly beamed instead of wired in. The TV itself is set to come in 77 inches, 83 inches, and 97 inches sizes, so it's relatively niche. But it's a real leap forward to have wireless video without any compromise to resolution, HDR standards, or gaming performance. It's the first of its kind, but we'd love to see it in all the best OLED TVs from LG, and that's earned it this award. Sony Afeela. There's usually a lot of thought that goes into the naming of a car in order to invoke a specific feeling with consumers. An Acura sounds like it was designed with extreme precision, a Challenger sounds like it can best any car in a drag race, and a Bronco sounds like you can drive it off into the unpaved wilds of America. As for Sony and Honda's Afeela, ironically, we're not sure what to feel. According to Sony Honda Mobility, the joint venture that hopes to deliver the new electric vehicle to North America sometime in 2026, Afeela expresses an interactive relationship where people feel mobility as an intelligent entity and mobility feels people and society using sensing and networked technologies. But all that marketing vomit, along with an uninspired logo that looks like the default font in every word processor and a forgettable car design, has us wondering if the Afeela will be Sony's next minidisc instead of Sony's next Walkman. This is probably the smartest robo-vac yet, and that's a category that's hotly contested. The Roborock S8 Pro performs double duty as a floor cleaner with both vacuuming and mopping built into the single unit. But then it pulls 5 more duties by emptying its own dustbin, washing its own mop pads, drying its mop pads, cleaning its own dock, and refilling its own water supply. So it's pulling septuple duty in the end. It's also got extremely smart and precise mapping, wayfinding, and has a system to boost suction when it detects it's on carpets to pick up more hair. It even raises its brushes and mops when it's done to ensure it doesn't accidentally make a mess after all its hard work cleaning. It sounds like the dream home companion, and that's why it sucked up this award. Asus Glassesless 3D Laptop. A contender for one of my personal favorite CES displays, the Asus ProArt StudioBook 16 3D is like a 3DS for grown-ups. Asus ProArt StudioBook Creator laptop line isn't new, but this one integrates a glasses-less 3D screen that I wish I could more accurately depict here. You have to see it in person to get the 3D effect, but despite being a non-believer at first, I have to admit that the thing just works. I saw it in a demo where I also got to hold a 3D pen that let me pick objects up and manipulate them in 3D space, and the result wasn't too dissimilar to my time on my personal Meta Quest 2. Only, this time, I didn't have to wear a bulky headset the whole time I was using the laptop. The 3D doesn't require you to sit in one particular spot for it to take effect, thanks to clever use of the webcam, and you can adjust the intensity of the effect with a slider right down to making the display 2D. Disney Plus better make 3D versions of the Avatar movies available soon, because displays like this make watching those films at home easy. HTC's Vive XR Elite. However, to call the Vive XR Elite simply a VR headset would be underselling this device's capabilities, because just like the Meta Quest Pro, this device is able to provide users with virtual reality and mixed reality experiences. XR is short for extended reality, a term that encompasses VR, R, and Mr. That's because it's not only equipped with a 4 Kelvin display that offers a 110-degree field of view and runs at a 90 Hz refresh rate, it's also outfitted with an RGB camera that will enable full color pass-through. What's more, the HTC Vive XR Elite has a depth sensor that allows it to accurately map virtual characters and objects into the real world to make mixed reality games feel more real. HTC's Vive XR Elite will cost you $1,099 divided by £1,299 for a bundle that includes the headset, 2 controllers, and the headset battery cradle. That price is a lot higher than the likes of the Oculus Quest 2 and the Pico 4. BMW i Vision D concept car. BMW stole the show at CES 2022 with its BMW iX Flow concept car that was wrapped in flexible black and white electronic ink panels, allowing the vehicle to change color and even display ever-changing patterns and custom design elements on its exterior. For 2023, BMW has followed up with the i Vision D concept, with D being short for Digital Emotional Experience. Wrapped in e-ink's new full-color Prism 3 electronic paper panels, the i Vision D's exterior can be further customized with patterns and designs in vibrant colors that can be altered at the push of a button to suit the driver's mood, or even match their outfit. Where the BMW i Vision D starts to lose our attention is a minimalist interior packed with invisible controls and hidden buttons that sound even worse than using a touchscreen when driving, along with displays on all the windows letting drivers see the real world outside or escape to a virtual one. Sony's accessible PS5 controller. Better late than never. Xbox has been the reigning champion of accessible controllers ever since it announced its adaptive controller kit in 2018, but Sony's finally looking to play catch-up with its new Project Leonardo. Announced during Sony's CES keynote, Project Leonardo was made in collaboration with organizations like Able Gamers, Special Effect, and Stack Up. It seems to be pretty modular, coming with lots of different stick, paddle, trigger, and button options, and Sony promises that gamers will be able to reposition the analog sticks as close together or as far apart as they like. Best computing innovation, Lenovo Yoga Book 9i. You know what's probably better than one folding OLED screen in a laptop? 2 OLED screens that don't fold, but can combine with a separate keyboard into a device that can be used in a ridiculous number of useful configurations. When we tried it out, we noted that at first glance it might seem like a gimmicky design built to hoover up Best of CES awards, but what we immediately found is that it's way more practical than you might expect. Sit it upright and you have a dual portrait display, have one task on the left and one on the right. Great for productivity. Or turn it 90 degrees and you've got one display on top of another in landscape, still with a physical keyboard underneath. This is incredibly useful for, say, having a YouTube tutorial playing on top for a task you're doing on the bottom screen. Or take just the screen parts and fold them into V to have a useful video player. Or leave the keyboard at home and use the lower screen as a virtual keyboard in laptop mode. It's just so versatile, but in a way where every mode it offers has a genuine use case. So yes, it grabbed one of our awards, but not because it's just an eye-catching idea, because when using it, we kind of fell in love with it. That's it for today. In the part 2 video we will see about Samsung Micro LED, Asus ProArt laptop, Lenovo Smart Paper, etc. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. I appreciate your support. Make sure to leave a comment with your thoughts and any video ideas you have. See you then. Have a great day.